Hey there, welcome back to the vlog. So today I want to cover one of the more weird things I've done in my programming lifetime. There was a request at some point to write a pig weighing system that didn't actually have scales, and so somehow I ended up being part of the the process of trying to put forward a proposal as to how this may be done. And the short answer was basically you've got to shoot where the pigs run down, and you got like various lasers and things firing around, and you measure the pig, and then there was a calculation once you measured the pig that you could sort of estimate at high speed what the pig weight was going to be without actually touching the pig or even constraining it in any way, without using scales. And the idea was you could set this system up in the field pretty quickly. You could then use it for cows, you could use it for sheep, you could use it for whatever. And the calculation was a bit of a weird one, and it's funny because out of the many calculations that I've probably been taught in my lifetime, this is the one that sticks in my head the most. I mean, even things like trying to work out the area of a circle, you know, it's like pi r squared and stuff like this. I mean, yeah, is it pi r squared? Anyway, long story short, the pig one, that seems to stay in my head the most. So the basics of it is you have to understand how to measure a pig. So what you do is you draw a line basically following the back of the pig from between the ears to the tip of the tail. We're going to call that the length of the pig. The next thing you do is you measure around the heart girth. Now the heart girth is basically it's the little bit of chest that is just directly behind the front legs. So if you go around that, that is the heart girth. And what you do is you multiply the heart girth by the heart girth, so it's the heart girth squared, multiplied by the length of the pig that we measured from the ears to the tails, and then divide that by 400. That will give you the weight of a pig in pounds. And yeah, I don't know why, out of all the things that I could remember or forget, that is one formula that for some reason sticks in my head. Now there are variants on that formula, and you know, for instance, if you wanted to weigh a sheep, a cow and a goat, they're all the same formula as well. What you do is basically the same thing. It's the heart girth times the length divided by 300. Now this time, where you're measuring the length changes. Unlike the pig where you go from between the ears to the tip of the tail, on a cow, a sheep or a goat, you basically go from the front of the chest direct across to the rear of the animal. Then there's a further version of this for horses, and on that one you divide by 330 if it's a mature horse. If it's a yearling, then you're somewhere down to around 300, and I believe there's one other number, it's somewhere down around 280 if it's like a weanling or something like that. So long story short, it's a similar calculation for all of the farm animals if they've got 4 legs. It's just that what you divide it by is slightly different. So going back to the original thing that I was asked to look into, which was how to weigh a pig, I ended up stumbling across this calculation. And of all the things that could have stuck in my head forever, that seems to be the one that's stuck in my head. And it just so happens that it can be applied to other animals if you adjust that final number. So the idea was we're going to run the pigs down through this sort of contraption, and basically at high speed with a computer and lasers we would measure what the pig was, and from that you could work out, okay, if you've got a barcode or some other way of identifying what the pig is, RFID or whatever, you know which pig it is, you can quickly measure it in a split second, and you've got an approximate weight for it. So yeah, that was that. The system never got built because we didn't win the contract, but I did come out with all the knowledge, and that's one of the reasons I got into software in the first place, was because you end up applying yourself in so many weird different places, and you don't get bored if you're doing that. So anyway, that's it for today. If you like these videos, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and speak to you soon. Alright, thanks, bye.